What's up, guys? I thought I'd update you guys on the situation with the TV producer because that saga has not ended. Anyway, if you guys like these types of videos, I think they're interesting, but what do I know? Just like the video or comment on it or something so I know to keep making these types of things. So I took into consideration the things she said, and so I decided to do a different set. Been talking with someone else who's gone through something similar, the manager of a big name. So they had suggested I do some of my relationship material. So when I went to Atlanta this past weekend, I was doing a couple shows in Atlanta. I did the $10 show and the underwear show. Thank you, Joe Pettis. Now, one of the things she had requested was you need to be wearing what you're going to be wearing on stage, you know, for the TV performance. So I was like, all right, underwear show, right out. It's one thing, get on stage. By the way, I had family come to my underwear show. How weird is that? Like, the first time you're going to see me do stand-up, you're going to see it in my underwear. Like, I had 2 shows that night, and you guys are like, yep, the only one we can fit into our busy schedule is going to be the underwear one. Got to go to the underwear. I'm like, what? What? People ask me, sometimes is it weird to have people whom you know come to your shows? I'm like, only when I'm in my underwear. I mean, yes, always, but especially when I'm in my underwear. But that show went well, too. At any rate, so I went to the $10 show, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to film this. Now, the other shows, I actually had a professional videographer come out and film the sets because I was like, I need it to look good. I know it's important. A buddy of mine who's been through something similar with a TV producer was like, hey, man, you can film that shit with your cell phone. It doesn't matter. They don't care. And I was like, I feel like that's not true. And he was like, nah, trust me. Film with doesn't matter. Film it with whatever you want. You can film it with a ColecoVision, and they'll be like, all right, yeah, we get it. You're funny. I was like, I don't think that's true, man. So I was like, you know what? I can't bring a videographer with me to Atlanta. And normally at that show, there's someone there who films everyone's sets with a DSLR so they can have them. But that person was performing in Tennessee that night, so they weren't there. And I was like, you know what? I got my GoPro. I could just set it up as close as I can get it or borrow a tripod. Now, I couldn't find a tripod because I waited till... That's my fault. I was busy doing other things. I waited till the last minute and did not get a tripod. Completely my fault. But I don't think that would have helped. See, the problem with my GoPro here is it doesn't do great in low light. Then when you have super bright stuff and mixed with low light, you get it blooms and whatnot. So I was like, all right, well, at least the audio will be good because I got a microphone on it, and I was gonna bring I brought my iPhone on stage. Little trick I've learned. iPhone records great audio, like super great audio, surprisingly good. I just bring my iPhone on stage, I aim the microphone towards the audience, and just sit it on the stool, and it gets really great audio. So it sounded great, but didn't have great video. And what I was told was, first off, she said, don't ask questions, which I knew that going in, and I did anyway. I don't know why I did. I just forced a habit, I guess. I asked a question, and she said, don't do that. And she's like, you're going to need a better videotape because the producer she has to show that to have to be able to see your face and your eyes and so forth. So that tape's not going to work. But I was like, what about the material? Do you like the material? And she was like, yeah. Other than asking the question, material was good. So I got material approved. However, I have to get a better videotape. She wanted it by Halloween, I'm like, I'm not, like, I've sent her now, like, this is the third tape. I'm like, there's no way I can get it to you by tomorrow. I looked through the other filming I had, and I didn't do all those jokes. I did part of them. At the sack set that I filmed. But for whatever reason, I didn't do the rest of them. So I couldn't even just cut it from there and be like, here, how's this? So back to the drawing board. I got to figure it out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do maybe a guest spot at the Improv. I've reached out to the manager to ask her if that's possible. Still waiting to hear back about that. Otherwise, next week, so today is Halloween. Next week, I've got a show in Savannah, Georgia, but supposedly it's very conservative white people, and that's not the audience you want to be doing jokes about Spanish chicks. So, all right, probably not there. And the week after, I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, at the Looney Bin. So maybe there? I don't know. I'll get it figured out. It was it's an interesting puzzle to try to figure out what these people want. You know, you got to play the game. So whatever, we'll get it figured out. So this is the journey. This is what it takes to try to get on TV. They got to prove every word. They're worried that, you know, a soccer mom somewhere is going to get offended or whatever. That's just the way it happens, you know? I don't understand people that get offended by jokes. Like, the intention is levity, you know? But whatever. At any rate, that's the end of it. If you like the video, give it a like. It helps the channel. You know, subscribe if you want to. But at any rate, I'll catch you guys next video.
Love it.